Hey, it's Domain Day from cheapwinefinder.com. And today we got another wine review. A white wine, a summer white wine, a spring and summer. You know, not that you can't drink this all year round, but to me it cries out of warm weather. And it's cheap, too. $5.99. It's the Honeymoon Viognier 2019 from Trader Joe's. It's part of the Trader Joe's Honeymoon series of wine. There's Moon X, there's a Purple Moon, Trader Moon. They have a bunch of moon wines that are made for Trader Joe's by a family-owned winery, large family-owned winery. You've had their Zinfandel and other wines. They have a bunch of labels out of Lodi, California. And it's a very successful... actually, they have a cab, and they're all fairly inexpensive, and I like them way better than I like $2 Chuck. You know, pay a bit more and you get a lot more, I think. And we have the Viognier, which is kind of an oddball wine. Viognier is from, I got to remember not to call it Viognier, sometimes goofing around on people. Hey, look at that, the Viognier wine, it's Viognier. Is a Rhone Valley wine. It's kind of a jack-of-all-trade wine. It's sometimes used in red blends. It's got a great nose to it. It's added to wines just if the nose isn't good enough to put some Viognier in there. And all of a sudden you'll get a nice nose. It'll smell great. So it's like, if your red wine's got a problem, well, they got the solution. And in Australia, they'll have like Shiraz Viognier blends. They just straight up. I asked a winemaker one time, why? Because they put like 2% in there. Like, what could 2% of a white wine do when stacked up against Shiraz? She said, just puts a shine on the wine. It just makes it brighter. It's kind of, when compared to it, without that, it's a dull wine. With that in there, it just brightens everything up. And that's what Viognier does. It kind of brightens up your wine and your day, I think. And I'm going to take a sip because it's got a interesting flavor profile and a great nose, too. Tropical. The honeysuckle in the name comes from, the moon in the name comes from honeysuckle, which is part of the nose. It's got like dried pineapple, it's got grapefruit, and it's got lime, and it's got green apple. It's got a salty sensation on the finish. It's got tangerine. It's got some orange zest, kind of that spicy little thing that orange zest gives you. Yeah, it's got really good acidity. I'm kind of licking my lips. That's one of those things where the acidity is kind of like the sensation of salted peanuts or pretzels on a bar where you're drinking beer. Well, I'm going to take another sip because I'm talking about it. The Viognier gets you to take another sip fairly quickly. And even though it's a crisp white wine, it's 13% alcohol, which is decent for a white wine. So it's got a little bit, not heavy, but it's got some body to it. And it's just a really cool $5.99 wine. And I'm always kind of shocked how less than $6 gets you a really enjoyable wine with interesting flavors, nice structure. It's well made. You want the wine to have the kind of acidity that makes you want to have another sip at this. You're not contemplating your neighbor while you drink this. You're having fun with friends and sitting out by the pool or on the balcony or talking, reading. I mean, this is one of those wines that you want to enjoy and just kind of have as part of your day. I'll take another sip. It's like I said, I don't do stars, but or letter grade, but the sips will tell you something. Yeah, when I first started out with Cheap Wine Finder 12 years ago, even before that, if we drank a wine that was under $10, you're rolling the dice. You know, it could be good, it could be bad. You know, sometimes it only had two off flavors was like a good wine. There were some makers back in the day that could make wine at a good price, but sometimes things weren't, you know, just right. Like they didn't put the same care into inexpensive wine they did into the more expensive wines. But this $5.99 wine is perfectly good. I mean, it drinks well. It's got an interesting flavor profile. It's if you're into Chardonnay, if you're into Sauvignon Blanc, if you like Albarino, if you Terrantes, those kind of wines, this fits right into there. It's one of those wines that when I drink it, I go, why don't I drink more of this? It's like Chenin Blanc too. Why don't I drink more Chenin Blanc? Why am I always going back to Chardonnay and Sauvignon Blanc other than I really like those wines? But Viognier is good. So there you go, the honeymoon Viognier 2019, $5.99 Trader Joe's. I like it. So that's it till the next time. We'll have something good coming up. So keep it cheap. Stay safe and warm. And I'll be talking to everybody. Bye-bye.